Hello, beautiful loves. So nice to be with you all here. Mm. If y'all just want to take a nice deep breath together, filling the belly up and exhaling. This video is about spider medicine and the magnetic feminine. So I've had some spiders showing up in my own experience, literally right in front of my face. I was riding in the car on the passenger seat, and there is literally a spider building a web across the dashboard right in front of me. We, of course, stopped and just let her out into a bush. And then the same spider twice, once I was doing my yoga practice in my house, and he's right there looking at me, maybe a foot away from my head. And then that same spider was right on my doorstep when I opened my door trying to get back in the house. So I decided to sit with spider medicine and just the discovery of what the spider is, wanting me to know about its nature and the consciousness of the spider. And it opened up this inner conversation about creativity and magnetic feminine, because the spider weaves its beautiful web in a very creative way. Everything it needs, its silk is inside of itself, and it weaves these beautiful patterns to draw things in, of course. And a lot of the energy is not spent. The energy is not spent going out and trying to pursue something, but actually of drawing things in based on beauty. So it was a really interesting awareness and contemplation about the spider medicine. And I think it really points to a different way of being, a more feminine and magnetic way of being. And so, yeah, I'd like to do a guided visualization and meditation of this. So just kind of a beautiful meditation and creative exercise. So if everyone would just like to close their eyes and relax their bodies, taking deep breaths in and out, and just really feeling the floor beneath you, or your chair or your bed, just whatever solid thing you're sitting on or laying on. And just feel that as you breathe. And just relaxing down, letting the body rest. Letting the breath just carry you into this deep space within you, still space. The present moment, your stillness. And just dissolving any tension, let it drain out of you, drain out of the bottom, the root of you, the bottom of your spine, just down, letting it go. And so in the beginning, I'd like you to just call to mind a spider. It can be real or imagined. And just for a moment, in your mind's eye, watch the spider weave and sit with the spider's medicine, the spider energy, and what she has to teach. And I'll just give you a moment now to just contemplate and feel spider's energy. I might turn on some music for this. Okay, so just in a second, just continue contemplating and feeling energies. So I'd love to hear below what you got from your contemplation about spider medicine. I'll just share some of the things that came through to me. One is focus, that the spider knows what it's trying to do. The spider knows its plan to entice and draw energy towards its web. So it's focused on what it knows it wants. So the first is focus. Another important realization is the spider has everything it needs always within. The spider is literally generating its silken web from its body. So it is fully abundant and also this infinite regenerating source of power. And that's the same with us, everything we need, everything we already have it all of inside of us. And it's just about how we weave our energy, how we create and weave our web, so to speak. But it's this knowledge that we have this eternally flowing energy inside of us. Everything we need is already within, and we have this resource within us. So that was another really beautiful aspect of the spider medicine. It's also this concept, kind of like what I talked about before. It's a very magnetic energy. Like the spider isn't afraid that there's not going to be anything coming to its web. It knows that there's going to be whatever it needs coming to its web. So there's no fear of lack. It's this knowing that whatever it needs will be magnetized to the web. It has trust in its own abilities. It has trust in its own ability to magnetize things to it. So there's a lot of trust in spider medicine, focus, trust. generating from within, and also creativity. I mean, the spider is very ingenious when weaving these webs across, homes and trees, and can move, just by spinning some web down. And so just a lot of really beautiful knowledge and awareness can come from studying or just sitting with the spider's medicine. And for me, I know it's been coming up in my life just because, in my experience, because it's important to, have focus and learn to weave this web and know that the feminine way of magnetizing is good and okay. And in this society, in this culture where, of course, people are very driven, and it's been, drilled in to go out and go get things, but to actually watch nature and see nature work in this beautiful way of magnetizing, how there's actually a whole consciousnesses of animals, the animal kingdoms, that are just purely, magnetic. And so it still has its balance in that, it's weaving its web, which is, even though it's feminine creative, but that's still, taking action to weave something. But the actual receiving is magnetic and feminine. So very beautiful. I would love to hear your own awarenesses that came up when connecting with spider medicine. And so now I'd love for us to just, weave our own web. So I'm going to give some space and time for us to really go deep within and contemplating, what do I want to focus on in my life? Like, where is my focus? So I think that's the first key aspect of this is, what is my focus? What do I, and be really creative with the visualizations. Like, what do I see? And what do I see for myself? And really coloring that vision, and getting into feeling about, how you want to feel, how you want to be, like, what do you see for yourself? And literally you can be as creative as you want with it. You can, weave this web, see yourself weaving the web. And yeah, if anything else comes up, I will go ahead and share it. But so everyone go ahead and just go ahead and go deep within once again. And we want to get to our core. So find your core center here, wherever that might be for you. And what's coming in is like our molten core. So it's kind of like the creative core, the core that is just, you know, burning with energy and fire, inner fire, kind of. But it's also heavy, like steel, like a magnetic force. So just feel that within. I feel it sort of right below my belly button, but wherever it is for you is good. And just breathe into that. Feeling the fire, feeling the, hot magma, this beautiful, creative, transformative fire, ignition. And breathe into it. Feel it as it spins and turns. It's like a big ball, or a core, molten core. And let this expand throughout your being. So throughout your whole physical body, just expand this molten magnetic core, this frequency, this feeling with your breath. Feel energy being drawn to you, just pure potentiality, power, source. And just keep breathing. And we're just going to set the intention to just be open, just a vessel right now. So we feel this molten core and we're just being a vessel. And setting the intention that only the things that light us up, those beautiful aspects of our reality that light us up, will be magnetized and drawn to this molten core within us through all the magic, through the sheer intelligence and magnificence that is the reality. Those things are drawn towards us. So we're just making ourselves a vibrational match for this magnetic frequency to draw our what lights us up to us. So feel that now. The feeling of being lit up from the inside out. And now to balance this extreme, or this large influx of magnetic energy coming into us, we're going to start with our mind, in our mind's eye, imagination, weaving our web. So just bring into focus where you'd like to weave your web. What things would you like to focus on? For some, it might be bringing more creativity into the experience, or bringing, for me, I'll just use myself as an example, on creating perhaps beautiful jewelry, healing medicine, having sound healing be integrated into my sessions, my intuitive healing sessions. Holding larger amounts of money so that I can create a healing center or something of the sort. Or, seeing beautiful travel and those experiences. So that's just for me, but what do you want to weave into your web? And so focus this energy by creating these visions. And so you can really focus and set the tone for what you would like to weave in your own web. So I am going to share music again and give you guys some time to explore this. Just give me 1 second. Have fun with this also. It's supposed to be a very fun experience. All right, so enjoy. Okay. So beautiful. And so let's just hold gratitude also for just this beautiful exercise, this beautiful, fun, playful experience, just holding gratitude in our hearts for this weaving of this beautiful web. So what I saw was like literally seeing this sticky web that is, what I'd like to create. And sticky was this key word that came in, like, you know, the things that felt like they're sticky, like the web is like sticky, so once things come in, they're sticking to it. And so just having these visions and versions of our reality of ourselves that are experiencing certain things and which things stick and are drawing things in. And if there's something that's like feels like it's outputting a little bit more energy, like reaching to try to go get something, we want to just make it this beautiful magnetic energy where we're just feeding so much love into this vision. We're just holding this beautiful space and just loving it so much that it just creates a magnetism. So envision your web and envision that stickiness drawing the beautiful energies that you wish to draw into each area or each aspect of the experience. And of course, you can be fully creative with this. You can do this in any way that you desire, whatever, feels best for you, works for me. But I would just absolutely love to hear your experience or type it. I would love to read it anyway. And just remember that we are so powerful. We are such powerful magnets. We have the ability to create any and all potentials that we wish to experience. And just feeling gratitude for that, our power and what we bring to this experience, to this aliveness that we have. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. I surely did. And so until next time, enjoy your day and sending you guys so many blessings.